What's going on, everybody? JT here, and today we're going to be talking a lot about confirmed things coming to the game and also a lot of Gen 4 speculation. Everything ranging from new regionals to what's probably going to be the best new Gen 4 Pokemon. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Now, I will say almost everything about Gen 4 is going to be just pure speculation, but I've done a lot of research into it, so I feel like I'm very on the ball with this. So the first thing in news I wanted to talk to you about was the research breakthrough. We're getting a new one. It's going to be Raikou, which is pretty cool because, you know, it's a legendary dog. We haven't seen those in a long time, so I'm happy about that. But I actually just claimed mine now because I want to get another chance, and it's a bad one. I figured I probably should have waited for Raikou, but whatever. But yeah, I have to say, I am very excited for Raikou because, again, I have a perfect one, so I'm very happy to have that, and I really want to get another one, so fingers crossed we can get another really good one, because Raikou is the best electric type in the game. Now, I know with the Zapdos Day, giving him Thunder Shock basically made him just as good almost, but yeah, Raikou has always been better in my book. And there we go. Let's appraise him. Strong, yeah, HP, wow, very bad. But I could possibly trade it for with another one and possibly even get a lucky one, so who knows. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was Community Day. We're getting Eevee, clearly, and it's lasting 2 days, August 11th and August 12th, and luckily, I got both of those days off, so thank you, HR. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, including myself, that the Gen 4 evolutions of Eevee, both Glaceon and Leafeon, are going to come out during this Community Day, which would be exciting. This is a cool way to introduce Gen 4 a little bit early, and we'd also get their shiny forms, because we're getting shiny Eevee, so that's pretty cool. And I'm also thinking that once this goes live and all this Community Day stuff ends, that's when they drop Gen 4, and I'm very excited because there's so many really cool Pokemon to talk about. But before we talk about them, let's get some food. Oh god, that was so good. I don't care what anybody says. Ramen is probably the best food ever made. But enough about that. Let's talk about Gen 4. First off, I'm going to talk to you about the potential regionals that are coming in Gen 4. Now, usually they followed a rule. Usually it was a Pokemon that didn't evolve. That was what they did. They did it with Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, Tauros, Heracross. None of those evolved. But Gen 4 seems to be the one that's going to break that rules. But let's get into the ones that don't evolve first, and then we'll get into the rule breakers. Now, the first one is going to be Carvine. Carvine basically looks like a big Venus flytrap kind of viney creature. Does not evolve, and it was in the Pokemon anime where James had one of them. And honestly, I don't know where they're going to put it. It was found in Gen 4 inside of a big, like, safari zone that was very swamp-like, so maybe they will be found in more swampy areas. I mean, I'm in Florida, so maybe we'll get some Carvines in Florida, but yeah, I'm really thinking that might be South America too, but that's also Heracross. See, there's so many regionals now, I don't know where they're gonna put these, but I can definitely see Carvine being like a rainforesty, kind of like swampy kind of regional, so that'll be fun. We're also gonna have Chatot, which is basically a little parrot Pokemon. He's a normal flying type, he doesn't evolve, he has a little musical note as a head, he's a really cute design, but I don't know where this one's going to be. I mean, parrots make me think tropical, but there's also non-tropical parrots too. But I could totally see this being like maybe a Caribbean exclusive. That'd be kind of interesting. Like you have to go to the Virgin Islands, or you got to go to, like, you know, all the Gulf of Mexico places. So that'd be interesting. Now that kind of covers it for the Gen 4 Pokemon that don't evolve that I think are going to be regional. There are a few of them that don't evolve, but I don't see them as being regionals because one of them is Rotom, and Rotom's just so popular and has so many different forms. I feel like Rotom's going to be just everywhere, or maybe a Halloween exclusive. And there's also Spiritomb, which again is a Ghost Dark type, which I totally see as a Halloween thing. Like, in fact, I feel like what we're going to do is we're probably going to have to do research in order to get those, so that's pretty exciting. And then there's also Pachirisu, which is basically the electric squirrel Pokemon, which, honestly, I just don't see that as an exclusive. That was like the Pikachu attempt of Gen 4, so I totally see that being, like, you know, just everywhere as a, like, you know, promo Pokemon, really. Now let's get into those rule breakers I was talking about. So, it's going to start off with Mime Jr. Mime Jr. is the pre-evolution of Mr. Mime, which is the European exclusive. So, I really feel like he's probably going to be European exclusive still, but you're going to have to hatch him in Europe, which is going to be interesting, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, we still get Electabuzz out in the wild, so obviously I'm sure we'll still find Mr. Mimes in the wild, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Maybe they'll come out of 2 or 5K eggs, and hopefully there's like a higher chance in Europe to get them, because obviously if you go on a trip and you want to get yourself a Mime Jr., you're gonna have to hatch some eggs, so that's gonna be a little tough one. I know some people out there that aren't very excited for that, but I don't know, it's a fun challenge. Last but not least, we have shallows, and as you can tell, there's two different forms. There's a pink one and a blue one, and the pink one is found on the west side of the Sinnoh mountain range waters, and on the east side is where you find the blue one. So I could totally see it being a regional exclusive for like half the world, kind of like how we have like Volbeat and Illumise, and we did have Plusle being like, you know, separated by half the world. I could totally see this as being a thing, and it evolves. So again, I really feel like Gen 4 might break this whole non-evolution rule, but either way, I'm excited because if you get a whole bunch of pink ones, like say here in the States, we'll probably get a lot of pink ones. If we catch a lot of them, get enough candies, and then fly to Europe or somewhere else where they have the blue ones, you might be able to just catch one and evolve it immediately, because I feel like since it's the same Pokemon, it's going to have the same exact candy. And that's pretty exciting. Now I'm going to go over the top 5 Gen 4 Pokemon I'm most looking forward to. Now, I'm not going to include all the Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon that evolve in this generation. I've already talked about those multiple times. In fact, if you want to see a video about those, check this one out right here. Now, number 5 on the list are going to be the Gen 4 starters. There's Torterra, there's Infernape, and Empoleon. Honestly, I like them all equally. That's why I'm putting them on, like, number 5, because none of them really stand out to me, though I really do like Torterra the most, I would say. I like the whole, like, you know, little tree on his back kind of deal. It looks really nice, so I'm mostly excited for that one out of the 3, but yeah, they're all going to be fun. Infernape's a fire fighting type, so he's basically Gen 4's Blaziken, so that's cool. And Empoleon is a water and steel type, which is an interesting combination. Number 4 on the list is Vespiquen. Vespiquen is a very cool Pokemon in my opinion. It's only female because it's the queen bee of the Pokemon, and it had such interesting moves that were only like for Vespiquen. So I really enjoy it. I'm hoping that's going to be good in the meta, but honestly, I don't know. I don't really see it as being that good, but hey, fingers crossed, right? Number 3 on the list is Luxray, and I'm very excited for this one because it's an electric type and it looks so cool, and I'm hoping that when it gets released in Pokemon Go, they give us the shiny form, because shiny Luxray is freaking sexy, man. 2 on the list is Lucario. Lucario is a fighting and steel type Pokemon. It's pretty much one of the main Pokemon now. Like when you think of Pokemon, you think of like Pikachu, Mewtwo, Charizard, and Lucario, because those are like the top ones they show. And Lucario's also been like a star in a few movies too. So honestly, I'm very excited for this one. Unfortunately, the stats don't look too good right now according to the like Pokemon Go like stats, but you know, that's all subject to change. Who knows? He might turn out to be really good in the meta. So fingers crossed, because I mean, it's a wonderful design. Now, number 1 of this list has to be Garchomp. I absolutely love Garchomp. Imagine putting a shark and a dragon and you smush it together and you get yourself a Garchomp. Love it. He's a ground and dragon type. He's the Pseudo Legendary of Gen 4. And like, honestly, I'm a huge fan of sharks and dragons, so this is a clear choice for me. I just cannot wait for that one. Now that's going to be all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please consider smashing that like button, showing me some love, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and yeah, comment down below. What do you think about Gen 4? Do you think I'm right about these regionals? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know. Tell me what you're most looking forward to as well, because I'm telling you, Garchomp is going to be amazing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.